thank you for signing up with us and being a part of what we're building. So let's dive in here. I want to give a quick overview of a few key features, show you around the app, and just really how to get around and get the most out of the platform as you get started. So, first thing you can do here is you can add your first client. You can go ahead and fill out their information. And as you add your client, we'll add them to a group. And then we can start to add their maxes right here. Makes it really easy so we can pull from their weights as you're programming. Go ahead and you can go ahead and click the manual or the template if you've built templates and create the program. I'm going to exit out of this and we'll keep going. The next part that I want to show you is the overview of groups and teams. This has been, people get confused a little bit here. So I want to really give you guys a quick overview on this. So in here, you have your team. I'm a part of multiple teams as an admin, but we really want to make sure that your team is your organization name, the name of your business, the name of your coaching business, all that stuff. Groups is where we can subdivide what you've got going on. So if you have powerlifting, weightlifting, super total, if you have different coaches and trainers that need their own groups in which they can be a coach in, like this, that's how we'll create groups. So you can always create a new group, you can add the group, test group, and then you'd be able to add the group. Any client you add, you can make a coach. The coach will then be able to see all of the client data within that group. They'll get notifications for completed workouts, and they'll be able to go from there. So those are the couple key things I want to hit. The thing I want to touch on is managing your subscription. So right here in the admin panel in team, we can see subscription. This is where you'll house your plan, and you can upgrade, change your plan as needed, manage, cancel, all that stuff happens here. You can also have payments in app. So in app, you'll add a product, you'll connect to Stripe, you'll need a Stripe account, and you can create any sort of pricing tiers, any subscriptions you want, and you can assign those to any client's free trial if you'd like to, start date, end date if you'd like to, and we go from there and it renews. So that's a good way to start if you want to bill in app and have everything in one place. Next thing I'll show you is the client workout calendar. It's pretty straightforward. It looks very, similar to lots of different apps. And so in here is the client workout calendar. There's two ways to build workouts. You can build it with the AI, where you type in what you want here and it'll generate for you, or you can just create it manually, add exercises, add movements, and all that stuff. You can pick reps, rep ranges, different RPs, RIR, all different intensities, percentages, weights and weight ranges here. You can use the bottom AI portion here to add in sets. Use our set builder, add in RPs, intensities here. It'll populate for you. So just however you prefer your workflow, we've got you covered, and we can go ahead and do that. The next thing I want to show you is the long-term planner tool. Over here, you have your widgets. So we're going to go switch to long-term planner, which is this button. In here is where we track all of the data. When there's lots of data, it takes a second to populate, so that's pretty normal. Here we track peak weights, average weights, and volume. We can build out blocks and phases, and this will highlight the workouts different colors in the calendar. We can actually take a look at the actual work being done in the given lift. So you can see if I open up squat, I can see how often Suzette here back squatted, high bar squatted, pause squatted, all that stuff. That's where the green cells are highlighted. Those are the weeks that lift was completed. And I can see data for each of the movement variations as well if I want to see how those are going. Another cool feature in here is we actually have a recording tool. Look at that, I got double recording going, where you can video yourself, you can draw on this screen, you can go back and forth between the workout calendar and this view and talk. And then once you're done recording, this will just drop into the messages tab for the client to receive any information you want to give them on the new block you wrote or any of that good stuff. And so that's how we use this tool. And it's a great tool to use for sure. You'll also be able to add client maxes in here. We recommend doing so because when you program intensities, it'll pull from the max data. If you program RPs, it will do the same. And any notes, can go here as well. Next thing I'll show you is the template builder. So templates are pretty cool. If you program, a group of athletes, or you program similar work for multiple athletes, but then want to go into their profile and tweak, great opportunity to do that with this. It's the same as the workout calendar, same as building a normal training day for any of your clients. But what you're actually able to do here is you can assign, you can pick the days of the week you want the given client to have it, or the given clients plural. And then if you add weeks to a template, so this is a little bit different that we do. If you add weeks, so let's say I applied this to someone and then I was going to go add week 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. All I have to do is click this resync button. I don't need to assign it again. If I click resync here, it'll say synced. It'll add the weeks to that athlete's calendar. So great tool if you want to like write a few weeks programming, assign it to one of your teams or groups. And then if you want to keep adding the programming over time, this is where that'll get done. And that pretty much wraps up most of the overview. We're continuing to add improvements. So by the time you see this video, I might have to be doing another video because we're going to have some more AI stuff out. We've got really cool stuff in the pipeline. Again, we appreciate you being a part of CoachLogik. And in this email, you have a link to also book a call with me one-on-one where I can talk to you about how to use CoachLogik to help you with your coaching business and what tools specifically you should be using and checking out based on how you coach and what you do. So thanks again. We're happy to have you.